Wow, 2 viewers. I think I started this live stream way too early, but I guess not. Hello, viewers. I guess introduce yourselves in the comment section, guys. I think I started this live stream way too early, but I guess not. Now we're up to 3. We're up to 4. Okay. I probably logged on a little bit too early, but just wanted to make sure that the stream was working properly. All right, we're up to 5. Now that we're getting to 11:15 here. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Mapers are always there out for us, you know, supporting. I love it. Hi, Patrick. Your work was amazing. I stayed on your live stream as long as I could, but really awesome stuff, man. Hey, Juliana. Hyping me up, girl. You know I always be looking at the comment section, though. Hey, yo, my mom is on the comments. Hi, Andres. Okay, this is so weird. I'm just sitting actually in my stepbrother's room and his desk just by myself. So, I mean, I think I'm talking to myself, but really, like as Sean says, we're really talking to the world here, which is kind of like a daunting thing. All right, we got 11. Oh, thank you, Alex. I put on a lot of highlighter today, more than I thought, so it's a little bit, you know, alarming, but hopefully it's okay. All right, I guess we're gonna wait a few more minutes here to let people trickle in, and then we'll get started, y'all. Hi, Ionsai. Oh, Abe, hello! Oh my gosh, what an honor. Hi, Avery. Yeah, if I'm ever looking off to the side and not into the camera, it's because I'm looking at the comment section and yeah, seeing what's happening on the YouTube scene of things. What's up, Nikki? Thank you. Hi, Lauren. Andres, I literally just Googled or YouTubed royalty-free music EDM on YouTube, and this is what I got, so thank you. But you can thank YouTube SEO for that. All right, let's get a start at 11:20. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much. Feeling like a YouTuber on this thing. You know, like, welcome to my channel. Hi, how are you? Thank you, Maya. Y'all did, you and Kiana and all the critique team people did such an amazing job setting this up, by the way. Thank you so much. Hi, Alex. All right, one more minute, guys, and we'll get started here. Thank you, Emily. Hi, your mom. All right, it is 11:20, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. Okay, so let me take this music off first. One moment, y'all. Okay, so hello, guys. Okay. This is kind of so bizarre that I'm like watching myself on this screen in this monitor. But anyway, guys, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Txc Fest. I am one of the headliners, Minji Joo. To introduce myself, I am an art director in P3, mentored by Sean the Bounty. I really hope that everyone's doing well and well in quarantine. These are like really unprecedented times, and just interacting virtually, you know, with everyone is kind of honestly surreal. I mean, me and my partner's creativity have been really impacted just having to do everything on Zoom, doing a brainstorm on Zoom, and it's just really not the same, with in person. And so, I mean, COVID has sent us in a whirlwind with everything and just how this program is structured. But thanks to Kiana Fernandez and Maya Shattuck for creating this, and all the critique team people, the professors, the social team, the website team, the culture team. I mean, just every single person in Texas Creative has really contributed to making this happen. So I'm so thankful that I still get to have this opportunity to show my work and interact with you guys. And this is particularly really exciting because all my family in Korea can finally see what I've been doing all my years in college and see what I actually do. And I mean, I'm excited, y'all. Oh my gosh, thank y'all so much. Emily, love you so much. Hey, Fatima, I see you in that comment section, girl. Okay, so let's get right into it, guys. Let me share my screen here, if I can. All right, so we're gonna start off. So firstly, this semester in P3, we worked on 3 new campaigns, my partners and I, and there was one redo. So taking something from the course from P1, P2, and kind of giving it a facelift. It might have a really good insight, might have really good art direction, but needed some room for improvement in other places. So we're gonna start off with Backblade here. And this is something that I did in P2 with the amazing, talented, and handsome Kevin Pellicone. You can find his information in the link that I have here. If you want to follow along, just go to minjijoo.com and check out my work there. Wait, let me put my phone over here. Okay. So Backblade, if you do not know what Backblade is essentially a very large razor just to shave your back hair. It's about like your forearm size, and it's a really infomercially Amazon product, very utilitarian, but definitely niche as well. So we wanted to really go all out because I mean, like the insight in all of this is, like you have chest hair, that might be okay to some people. You might have arm hair, that might be okay to some people. But when it itches it back in the back, it's just kind of universally disgusting. And I don't know who deemed that, if European beauty standards or aristocrats just took a whack at the back hair, but who knows? And it's a really interesting topic to talk about. So me and Kevin had so much fun with this. Again, if you want to check it out, links right there. And the insight is that men are too embarrassed to even ask what to do with their back hair, right? And so, it comes from a really shameful place. And what we wanted to do is take that idea and kind of flip it on its head and really, say, hey, we're not telling you to shave off your back hair because it's disgusting. We're telling you to shave it off because it's just so unbearingly sexy. Let me get into this right up here. Body hair is taboo. No one really knows what to do with it, but we can all agree that back hair's got to go because it's simply too sexy. We did this with Ryan Romero as well. You see him in the opening ceremony. He is such an amazing professor. Okay, so let's get into the launch of this campaign. Oh my God, wait, if I look down here, it's because my phone's down there and I'm looking at the comment section. Here we go. Mickey, Kelly, Ashley. By the way, it's Ashley Saluka's birthday. Tell her happy birthday on her live stream. Drew, thank you. I think I look a little bit overtly glowy, but that's okay. Okay, let me jump right back in here. The campaign will launch Bladey's Night as a celebration of the sexiest thing a person can have, back hair. So we're launching with this campaign, and it's just a celebration of anyone who has back hair. No one really gets rewarded when they do. Like, who the hell gets, rewarded for having hair on their back? So this is something kind of new. And at Bladey's Night, back hair gets you in for free. And we're going to listen to this audio spot narrated by Mr. Kevin Pellicone himself. And let's take a listen.
Monday night is Bladey's night, you mannish, masculine, hair-abounding messes. It's time to drink up and let your hair down. All of it. At Ladies' Night, no currency is necessary, just your coquettish coat of fur freely flowing from your very virile, sexy stern. That's right. At Ladies' Night, back hair gets you in for free. With backblade and hairy hand, each man masculine enough to compete will shave off his back hair because it's simply too sexy for us. The man with the highest mass of hair shaved off will be crowned hottest hair hunk. He'll win a backblade, bragging rights, and best of all, a shrine to his simply too sexy self in the Museum of Sex in New York City. Backblade, shave us from your sexy.
I'm looking at the comment section right now. Kevin was actually previously an actor in New York, and then he decided to be a copywriter. So he has this amazing stage presence. He can sing well, he can narrate well. There's really nothing that he really can't do. Oh, Fatima, you're so nice. I am trying my best right now. It's kind of like talking to myself, but as I mentioned before, I am talking to the world through this. All right, perfect. Okay, so now I'm kind of reiterating what Kevin was narrating so beautifully in the radio spot, the man with the highest massive hair shaved off will be crowned hottest hair hunk. And so to like put the cherry on top, this is, wait, let me step a few back step. So this is kind of like a club-like scenario where all these sexy men with back hair will enter, and there's going to be a competition aspect to it where they're going to have to eventually take off the back hair, right? Like that's the whole point of the product. And they'll shave it, and the man who has the most hair, like literally the most hair, will have a shrine dedicated to him, claiming hottest hair hunk, and with his hair from that night displayed in this glass display case. In this case right here, hypothetically, Hairy Beast, hottest hair hung 2020 or 2021, amassing an impressive 15 ounces of arousing back fur on January 9th, 2021, simply too sexy for our own good. Mr. Beast belongs here. If truth be told, he might even be too sexy for the Museum of Sex itself. We may all take a moment of climax for this back hair breeding ground of a brute we will all want to be. This was, you can tell the energy that me and Kevin have in this campaign. And then on top of that, you get a shrine dedicated to yourself, but also you will be able to stand on the float here. And I mean, Thanksgiving Day Parade, they have so many random floats for so many random brands that we thought it was appropriate to really create, a float out of hair. And Michelangelo's David, yes, that is Michelangelo's David. It was like the ideal European beauty back in the time. And so kind of, tying that and then this new sort of take that we're taking on, kind of meshing those two will get that idea across. And here is that script for the Thanksgiving parade narrated by Savannah and Hoda, or in this case, Ashley Shluka, Happy Birthday Girl, and Lauren Pfeiffer.
Is it just me, or is it getting hot in here? Not just you, Hoda. I am taking off my scarf because that float with freely flowing fur finding its way to the front of Macy's is making me lose my mind.
Is that Michelangelo's David, but hairy?
It looks like it, and held in his hairy hand is the #1 personal back shaver, Backblade.
David knows that we love body hair everywhere, but when we find it flowing from your back, it's honestly too hot.
Especially for national television. Backblade, shave us from your sexy.
Now it's back hair to you, Al.
Perfect. That wind in the background was actually not intentional. We actually had to record that. I believe it was I think it might have been outside of Ryan's house. But yeah, I think it adds a little bit of, context to what we're saying here. There would be wind blowing in the background, right? There's something I really important that I wanted to mention that I forgot to say in the intro, but one of our closest, dearest friends, Bree Trin, she was in the creative program up till P2, and she recently lost her father to COVID-19. And I just really wanted to emphasize or, address that because, we're going through really tough times right now and no one really needs to be going through that or losing a father so early on. So I will be changing the link on my Instagram bio to her father's GoFundMe page. So if y'all could make a donation, share, and just do what you can. That would be really, really, really appreciated. And I know she would appreciate that as well. Okay. And then next thing, okay, so if y'all thought that we would hit New Year's like January 9th, Thanksgiving, we are also hitting Christmas. Backblade will become the go-to Christmas gift for hairy husbands. And this is our TV spot, The Naughty List. The audio recording is actually the extended version of that. So let's take a listen to that as well.
Look at you. You are too delicious. How can I resist that furry, snowy chest and that bushy white beard? It's so nice and I've been naughty. I love those twinkly eyes and those dimples so merry. I love how your hair covers you like wrapping paper. But that back hair, ooh, it's simply too sexy. So, you're on my list, and here's my advice. Shave off that back hair, and you'll have me twice. Backblade, shave us from your sexy.
All right, and if that voice sounded familiar, that was actually me. It was quite uncomfortable to record. I mean, me and Kevin were just kind of cooped up in that one recording studio in the CMA, and that was honestly so much fun. Kind of like a budget kind of scenario and kind of scrappy, but I think that all makes, the experience in Texas Creative. We learn everything from technical skills to soft skills, presentation skills, even recording our own things. And I think there's a certain experience and like beauty to that. And like a lot of, it's passion. All right. And then if y'all thought we were just going to stop at Christmas, we wanted to take the most, I guess, unimportant holiday and kind of take our own twist on it to really fit this brand. And so we decided to hit Groundhog's Day, and I'll get into the reason why after I read this print ad. All right. Looks like 6 more weeks of sexy. Your hibernation has provided plentiful pleasures. The fuzz flourishing from your face fascinates us. The pelt peeking from your pecs persuades us. But your back hair brings out an unholy side of us that no soul should see. Pretty please do us a favor. Backblade, shave us from your sexy. So it really all started, this happened, like we were making this campaign in the fall. So I don't know why, Groundhog's Day was popped into our heads, but it was something about this headline, 6 more weeks of sexy. And we want to help people embrace their back hair, but eventually having to shave it off. So we were thinking, wow, what if the groundhog saw a show entailing more winter, and then we can give that as an excuse, almost like a no shave November, for people to grow out their back hair and then shave it off for the spring. I thought that was kind of like a neat idea. And so, if you had to look at one piece from this campaign just to really understand what it meant, it's sort of the energy and the tone. This is definitely the piece in just like one visual. All right, and just to really wrap up this campaign, we love your body hair. When it's on your back, it's simply too hot. Pretty please do us a favor, shave us from your sexy. And oh my God, working with this Kevin again, just amazing. And he was so amazing that I decided to partner up again with Campaign 1 in P3. Okay. Hi, Erin. Hi, Kat. Hey, Blake. Hi, Julia. I'm seeing all your comments here. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Alex. Okay, y'all are too sweet in the comment section. Okay, Band-Aid. So Band-Aid, this is definitely sort of the same vein of Backblade. It's a utilitarian product, but it's so utilitarian. Like you get a cut and it's just obvious. Anyone in the world will advise you to put on a Band-Aid on a cut and it'll heal faster. And that's been the longest running tagline for Band-Aid, helps hurt the heal faster. I don't know if I'm saying that entirely correct, but Band-Aid, if you just look at the instructions, you open it and then you apply pressure to the wound and it helps it heal faster. And so sort of an interesting thought is like, there's that idiom, you can't put a Band-Aid on a bullet, or you can't put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. You can't put a Band-Aid on it. And we kind of wanted to challenge that idea and see what the brand, Band-Aid brand, could do to step in and apply pressure to really important issues. In this case, we have gun reform. And now that seems almost like a stretch, but I think we made it work pretty well. And again, if you want to go check out Kevin Pelican, I think he's live streaming now. He started a little before me, and yeah, just straight up amazing guy. So insight, Band-Aid heals a hurt by applying pressure and protecting open wounds. Although Band-Aid is a genericized trademark, Band-Aid brand does not have market dominance. More consumers, opt for store brand bandages to build brand loyalty. Band-Aid brand will side with 75% of Americans who want stricter gun laws, call out NRA-baited politicians, and donate 50% of profits to Everytown for gun safety. All right, and this is the new packaging for the reform Band-Aids. They will all come with the hashtag Stop the Bleeding, the name of our campaign. And like I said before, 50% of the profits will go to Everytown for gun safety. We were contemplating, should we make our own interest group? Should we start making our own organization to fight or to support gun reform? And with an organization or interest group as Everytown for gun safety, they're already so successful doing so many things in terms of education, raising so much money. So we wanted to help further even contribute to what their cause in tandem with this campaign. Ah, hi, Sean. Oh my God, you didn't have to hype me up so much. Hi, James. I'm glad. Oh my God, I'm 32 people. Wow, 32 whole people. Like, I'm just trying to imagine what that would be like just right in front of me, but I'm just in my brother's room. Okay. All right, so Band-Aid on that bull. So who knows what deemed politicians to live on Twitter and vocalize everything that they do. But we wanted to take the hypocrisy of what they say on Twitter and kind of reflect what they truly, truly mean. And so we've taken these quotes or these posts and kind of puzzle piece together Band-Aids over it to reveal what they mean when they respond to a shooting or an attack with, just sugar-coated words, just to show, to show face, just to show their sincerity. And so censorship is the prohibition of media that is a threat to security. Each of these real tweets from a politician has been censored to reflect what their accepted donation from the NRA really means. All right. So what does a donation from the NRA mean? So Representative Marco Rubio, Jeanette and I are grateful more people lost their lives. This is all real tweets, by the way. 3 million, I don't even want to say that number. From the NRA, it's crazy. It's crazy. The audacity. Apply pressure, protect open wounds, reform. Barbara Cornstalk. I am off duty. To locate loved ones, called 1-866-535-5654. Representative Bruce Poliquin. My thoughts are horrifying. That was a really funny one. All right, Representative French Hill. I am sincerely senseless. Martha and I are evil. We are thankful. We remain prayerful. So if that doesn't say a lot, kind of read in between the lines, We had this execution we really loved. And then the next execution is Smell Like Freedom. It is our video spot. And after the wild postings tease the campaign, Band-Aid will air this commercial during the Super Bowl. And let me take a read and then I'll explain where that reasoning came from. Hi, Jacob. Hi, Casey. Thank you so much for hyping me up. This is a lot of fun, actually. I thought I'd be, stuttering a lot, but also I rehearsed yesterday for 3 hours. So that also explains things. Okay, Smells Like Freedom, 60-second video spot Band-Aid. We are one America, an America that cares about the important things, like the economy and protection. That's why I'll do everything in my power to get elected, like accepting a $3 million donation from the NRA. So when your children are spending recess practicing lockdown drills, I hope you stop and think of me. Smells Like Freedom. This ad is brought to you by Band-Aid with the new reform bandages. 50% of profits will go to Everytown for gun safety. Band-Aid, stop the bleeding. And so, funny story. So we tried to make ads by using the face of actual politicians. And then Sean goes, wait, that is illegal. So we kind of, did what we could and made a fake politician kind of, there's always these all false promises. Oh, I believe in this issue. I believe in that issue. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And it's all just talk. And this is kind of just showing, this politician speaking about what he believed, but really behind that, what he's actually doing. And this is kind of the point that we're trying to make here. Hi, Abby. Oh my God, I'm so honored. Abby was my mentor in P1 all the way up to P2 until she graduated, and she was so amazing. She is so talented. If you want to check her out, I believe that she's in the archives. Amazing. Awesome. Wow, 35. Thank you so much. All right, so never really did AR, but we took a stab at it this semester. Bleeding Capital Augmented Reality. So essentially, you're going to see this gigantic Band-Aid, OOH, with a QR code on it in proximity pretty close to the Capitol building. And you'll take a scan, and then you'll pan to the Capitol. And what you'll be seeing is this interface right here, a price that was received from an NRA from all the state's politicians accumulated. And it's just going to be ticking, 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 and ticking. And as you can see, as it ticks, ticks, ticks up more, the Capitol is literally just going to be in total destruction, bursting with the blood, cracks, and the app will be prompting you to swipe the Band-Aids, almost like the Make It Rain app, if y'all know what I'm talking about from middle school, and kind of heal and bandage the Capitol, because with our efforts from Band-Aid and you choosing to buy our product, you are helping contribute to a greater cause. And then we're at Band-Aid brand and hashtag vote them out. Reform Band-Aid Pretz kits will be mailed out to celebrities with large followings who have been taken a strong stance for gun reform. And then who is more recognizable and just put so much effort into this cause than Emma Gonzalez from Parkland, Florida, John Legend and EGOT winner, and then Gabrielle Union is so known for humanitarian work. Let me read out these captions that Kevin wrote in sort of their personality and what they would actually write. I just don't want my friends to die anymore, at Marco Rubio. You know this, but you continue to gamble our lives. You continue to take money from the NRA. Are you more afraid of losing an election than you are losing more lives? I'm wearing this Band-Aid brand with pride. Stop the bleeding, vote them out. John Legend. He has such an amazing voice, y'all. Ohio. Vote out Portman. His words against gun violence are meaningless when paired with money he has accepted from the NRA. At Portman, you make me ashamed to be from Ohio. I'm sporting the new Reform Band-Aid by Band-Aid brand. 50% of the profits go to every town for gun safety. Enough is enough. Gun reform now. Stop the bleeding. Vote them out. Oh my God, y'all are so sweet. Danielle, Abby, Avery, Maria, I love you guys so much. All right, Gabrielle Union. At Calvert, thinks gun violence is a result of lost faith. The only faith we have lost is because our children's lives are being sold to the NRA. He's not my representative. How many more shootings, how many more children must not make it home? Who thinks we need reform? Band-Aid brand does too. With the new reform Band-Aids, 50% of the profits go right to every town for gun safety. Vote them out. This, since we did touch base on Twitter, it would not make sense if we didn't do something with Twitter. Band-Aid brand actually doesn't have a Twitter, so we would create that with this alongside with this campaign. And whenever a politician tweets thoughts and prayers, these sort of buzzwords, almost like copy and paste to an event like this, they will call them out and comment hashtag stop the bleeding. And this is just kind of a funny scenario when we added Marco Rubio, and then he would immediately block us. Which makes sense, I guess. Don't carry, open carry. So this is a point of purchase, and what we thought this, I thought this was really smart, Kevin and I thought of this. I mean, what are we gonna do in terms of POP? I mean, we can't just have blood, decals everywhere. What are we gonna do that's really gonna help further this message in the store? And so what we were thinking is that, okay, as a brand, we bought out that shelf space. Why don't we take out all of our products while we still have that shelf space, that it's still paid for, so that's not hurting anyone. And we would have this sticker decal in its stead, and it would say, were you looking for Band-Aids? Unfortunately, Band-Aid brand is no longer carried at stores that allow open carry. Scan with your phone to speak to a manager, and it'll actually send you to this UI, and it will say direct your complaint to Representative French Hill. This is such a big issue, guys, that things are not resolved in the federal level, and it keeps on trickling down to state level and to almost to just, people level. Just people who own these stores make the decision whether they allow open carry or not. And that is just something that it's just so disorganized, you guys. I'm like really passionate about this just because I really believe in this campaign, but yeah, really big issue. And to tie this again, $1 from the NRA is given to a politician. They're reelected. Someone dies from gun violence. It's too soon. The cut's too small. Another $1, another tiny cut. Thoughts and prayers should work. The cuts keep coming. The blood pours out. The hurt's so bad you go numb. You can't just put a Band-Aid on this issue, but Band-Aid brand must try. We must do everything in our power to help. We need reform. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, this is definitely a kind of a ballsy campaign, but we really believed in this. And I mean, if you're doing something political, you can't really like half-ass it. So yeah, we really wanted to lean in and really just stand with our argument and stand our ground. And I think we did a really good job with that. And James, thank you so much. Yeah, we thought that POP was kind of smart, like, haha. Okay, so next campaign, C2. Thank you so much, Rocio. Yeah, thank you. Andres, thank you so much. All right, so we're moving on to Austin Pets Alive that I worked with the amazing Willie Lamb. You can find his website on, I believe, the HireTexasCreative.com or Texas Creative Fest as well. This was the Breed of One campaign. So is puppy love blind or is it? A Breed of One is to take solving the age-old idiom, don't judge a book by its cover. But in this case, choosing the wrong book results in a pea-stained couch and a legal action from the mailman. We scrap the current definition of a mutt as a varied mix of proper breeds and show how each one is its own unique kind of dog with a unique array of characteristics. A breed of one, then we use this idea to better match shelter dogs that are almost all mutts, with needs of a person in search of their dog to love. The problem with adoption, a lot of people do adopt, but they always have a certain breed in mind. Like just think to yourself, okay, when I grow up, I'm gonna have this dog. And it's not really like, I'm gonna go out of my way and get a mixed breed. You're thinking, I'm gonna get a cute corgi, I'm gonna get a cute Frenchie, I'm gonna get a cute gold retriever. And this is all sort of wrong. I mean, you want to go adopt these senior dogs and people sort of neglect their unique traits and how amazing they are and that they're potty trained and all this stuff. So you can ditch all the puppy training and really just go get to the good things of why you want a dog. And Willie worked so hard on this campaign. He's created this entire quiz that you can actually take. So if you want to take a screen or take your camera and scan the QR code there, it is a full functioning quiz and you can actually be matched with a dog that we researched. And using the data-driven approach paired with professional observation, the Perfect Pooch quiz takes messy preconception out of the picture. On the APA website, you answer 12 multiple choice questions. Every adoptable dog in your area is classified with the same 12 variable by shelter workers who know and care for them. Perfect Pooch does the math and finds just for you the top dog in all the area shelters to find your matched based on what really counts. This is really, let's see. Avery, she goes, kind of mad Band-Aid hasn't hired you to do this. I mean, in all realness, Sean was even questioning, hey, is Band-Aid brand even like left-winged at all? But in this case, it's a student book that we're working on. So it's really all hypothetical. All right, perfect. Oh, thank you so much, Maria. Yeah, we try to really have it flushed out entirely. All right, so in tandem with launching the quiz, we're going to be advertising this on Instagram and spreading the word. So on APA's Instagram page, we introduced the Breed of One concept with profiles of adoptable dogs. Each mutt gets a breed named for them with a supporting caption that describes their exact particular characteristics. Just the word mutt in itself really has a negative connotation to it, and we wanted to challenge that idea and give them a name that they really deserve instead of just having one, kind of just generic term lump them all together. They're all so unique. They're all so, amazing. I mean, if you go to Austin Pets Live right now and really you get to walk through and interact with all the dogs, they're all truly amazing and just all adoptable too. They train them, they make sure they're medically checked. It's so amazing. If y'all are considering getting a dog in the future, definitely go to Austin Pets Live. Let me read out this. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sean just commented something really important there. It's that some of these campaigns might not be entirely creative, but what it's doing, it's solving an issue and being really useful. And that was really the goal of this campaign, is to drive adoptions and really help people just kind of change their mindset on what do they really want. Do they just want an adorable dog that has really bad behavior, or do you want a dog that you're going to actually have a really good practical relationship with, and just like really match your lifestyle? All right, and also with this, we're not going to be only coming up with our names for the breeds, but we're accessing the word. Insta Stories prompt followers to play along and write a breed name for the adoptable mutt in the photo. Give Dorma a breed name as unique as she is. Anything goes. All right, and the mutt and greet. If you haven't caught along just yet, this is very much inspired by Love is Blind. If you haven't seen Love is Blind, please go binge watch it. It might be like past its peak of like hype, but essentially you only communicate with your future fiance through a door and only through communication, no visuals. And so this is kind of what we're trying to do here, right? Taking the cuteness factor out and really just seeing, does this person work with me? Does this dog work for me? All right, mutt and greet, finally meet your match. The perfect pooch pairing quiz launches with a cross-species evening at Zilker Park. APA brings a crew of adoptable dogs, but only those amenable to socializing and a night out. LOL. Cat, person, or dog. Oh yeah, another important detail to mention here is that we really focused on dogs because APA doesn't have a real issue with adopting, with the adoption rate of cats, and that's the thing, because they have lower, what am I trying to say here? There's not as many breeds and they're pretty low maintenance. So there's not an issue there, but there's always an excess amount of dogs that they need to have adopted or constantly go into foster care. So they're always sort of are lacking resources on that. So this is that issue that we're trying to solve here. A QR code links attendees to the perfect pooch, inviting them to take the quiz and meet your match in the fur, in the flesh, in the fur. All right, if your match is one of the party-going pups, the quiz concludes like this. Grab a drink, meet your match, lump dump, match score 94%. And then there will be a food truck and bar to gratify human partygoers, and local station, Sun Radio broadcasts live from the event for added ambiance. And to even have a bigger event, we wanted to have the Muttminster Dog Show, which is our little cute take on the Whitminster Dog Show that you would watch before or after your Thanksgiving dinner, that everyone's really hyped up for, to see all these cute dogs just kind of walk the runway. But in this case, it's all going to be mixed breed dogs, and it's all going to be based on characteristics and their traits and their abilities, and not really for their outward appearance. So some are more unique. Every dog is unique, but some, well, you guessed it. In the field next to APA, large tent houses this fundraising event. Here's a little visual of what all the cute little dogs would be lined up as. Previously adopted dogs and their owners are invited to come the cat dog walk to celebrate the infinite variety of mutts. Owners register in advance with a photo of their dog so an MC can commentate for each of the dog's unique range of traits and abilities that their muttness provides. I actually didn't know that, Sean. My family are all allergic to cats, so I have no idea. Because each mutt belongs to a breed of one, every dog competes in its own category, meaning every dog is a winner. So everyone goes home a winner. Tickets and drinks are cheap and live music rounds the night. All after pups are fast asleep. Me and Willie are really proud of this just because it is, like Sean mentioned, so useful, and it's really solving that problem and that sort of conception of what dog do I want? Go and get yourself a mutt. They're more, like, in all realists, they're more robust in terms of their health. And they're not so, when you get a Pomeranian, you're going to get a Pomeranian. You're getting characteristics, you're getting the craziness, so get yourself a mutt. They're more well-rounded. But that also might be my bias because I worked on this campaign. And then lastly, right here, Spanx. So this is really special because for campaign 3 that Juliana and I worked on, also link in the bio right there. We worked on this campaign with the media sequence, and shout out to Casey, Shelby, and Zoe for working on doing such an amazing job creating the strategy and really helping us find a good guidance to how we're going to execute this creatively. All right, so the insight here. Oh, Juliana, are you still watching? Shout out to you, girl. She has been such an amazing partner and just so much fun to work with because it's such a female-oriented thing as well. So there's just a lot of conversations just relating to this sort of issue. Women don't like to admit that they wear shapewear. It's not something, you don't want to wear shapewear and just flaunt yourself like, oh, I'm wearing shapewear. It's kind of not the sexiest thing to wear, but it does make you confident. It has that extra layer underneath your clothes and you just feel snatched and you feel put together. That's undeniable. When your best friend tells you, you look amazing before a date, you leave the date feeling a little bit more confident. But when your friend isn't there to make you feel good, Spanx steps in as your honorary hype woman. Spanx joins your day or night and is there to give you that support and that boost of confidence you want to tackle your day. I'm just laughing at the comment section, y'all. All right, so here's the thing. So Spanx, they needed a facelift in terms of branding. It's red, silver, metallic. It's really an old take on Hollywood, really. And it just felt really dated, and they have a pretty high price point. So it didn't really justify, it didn't really feel relevant. And so Casey, Shelby, or Casey and the Girls was actually our agency name. And they found a perfect gold mine opportunity, the cross between modern and comfort. And in terms of competitors like a Skims by Kim Kardashian or Savage X Fenty by Rihanna, it's sort of kind of like, in the shadows right now. And so we wanted to give them a new look, a new vibe, and really have Spanx as a brand giving you that support that you feel from their products. And we want to start off with the billboards and murals. So instead of just having traditional billboards just to kind of, hey, give a wake up call like, hey guys, we're Spanx and we have a new rebrand, or we have a new brand or brand look. We wanted to help local muralists and hype them up as well in that vein. So we have the amazing murals right here by Cole Slauson and Allison, and you can find her on Instagram for @human_. We wanted to just help these people, like promote them. We not just want to support them. We want to really help them, further them in their careers. So why not a better way than to have higher reach and higher frequency by having these billboards with their Instagram handles on them. And they'll be all working on the same prompt. What does a supportive community look like? They're all going to work with the same color palette. So it still feels cohesive, but still have their own flavor and style to the mural as well. And then here is the Spanx Boutique. So originally the media team presented to us that they wanted a pop-up Airstream in high trafficking areas where women would be working and would pop in quickly and make or try on the Spanx. And we got a few comments from the creative team that might feel claustrophobic, that might feel too sudden, that might need more thinking in terms of purchasing something that is a bit of a heavier price point. And that's just the interesting thing about, what presents in the media team, what presents in the creative team. And as Sean mentioned, like you are working closely with each individual team. And if you want to challenge something, you can, and you just have to communicate that gracefully. And, just like that collaboration aspect, not every department is so separate. It's very much interconnected. So that was a very big lesson that I learned this semester for sure. So we wanted to make the pop-up more of a storefront pop-up, kind of similar to Glossier. You know, they had their pop-up on South Congress, very much like that. So we want to place this boutique in places like Second Street, like Domain in Austin, and have that placement where people are already going to get special occasion clothes, special occasion workwear, things like that. So the Spanx Boutique is going to be a temporary storefront with Spanx specialists who can help women find their perfect fit and have a special and personalized experience. We will commission art pieces from our local muralists, as mentioned before, to be featured in the boutique. Once the store is open, women will have the opportunity to enter their name and win one of the pieces after the pop-up has ended. And here's just a bit of a mood board for what the interior design would be like. And this was really kind of TBH unnecessary, but I went to a 3D rendering site and actually 3D render what the interior design of what the boutique would be like, just because I wanted to show that what the vibe is like. What is that new vibe? Because if you Google search right now, Spanx in interior design of the store, it's actually very just like dated, and you feel almost like a grandma walking in. So this is going to give that fresh, funky Art Deco vibe that people will enjoy and gravitate towards. All right. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I've seen you. I think you're a MAPE. I swear to God, I've seen like your profile picture up on those videos too. All right. So next thing is Woman to Woman, which is an event. This will be a daytime networking event that includes a panel of speakers who are all confident, successful women in a variety of fields. Each speaker that is invited is encouraged to invite someone else to speak that they believe is inspiring or just confident. There will also be booths around the venue with local small business owners to promote themselves and what they do. So this is going to be your daytime, almost like brunch-like event. You go, there's going to be a panel of speakers. The panel of speakers are here. So in this specific case, it's going to be Austin. So we have the owner of Outdoor Voices. Kendra Scott, people, if you go and look, Whitney Wolf, she is the co-founder of Bumble or CEO of Bumble. These are just really powerhouse women, and you go to this event, see what they have to say in terms of industry experience. And then on top of that, there'll be an opportunity to mentor for them for the mentorship program. And so it's going to act like a lottery type deal, and you'll be able to, win a chance to mentor under these people and see what they do for a living and really gain that experience that people need to further that support, and not just support on a very superficial level, but in a real acting, like we are pushing you to be more successful and really mean what we say in our actions. Oh, thank you so much, Avery and Andres. Yeah, the 3D rendering thing took a bit of a time because I went through so many different websites, guys, and all of them were just like home interior design. You know what I mean? It's not like a store interior design. There's not a reception desk that I could just take and, put into the interface. So I really recommend Neo. They actually reach out to me because they're really, really new. The owner called me and was like, "You're using our interface?" And I go, yeah, I just kind of Googled y'all, and then it just kind of popped up, and he was like, "Oh my God, like how is the interface? Like, is it usable?" He sent me like a subscription code, and that was just really funny. But yeah, neo.com if you want to really do 3D rendering stuff. I don't really recommend that it's necessary because there's interior designers for that, but that's just something that I personally wanted to do. And then, we'll even have music played by local artists in the area, and then local artists in terms of the muralists will be there and everything. And to top it all off, we have Thanks for Spanx, and this is going to be the letter service that you'll be sending in after your purchase online or in store, and customers will have access to these digital cards when they purchase something from the Spanx website. Instead of being traditional thank you cards, these cards are reminders to women who receive them that they're awesome. The recipient will receive a 15% off coupon code for the Spanx website and hope that she will buy something and then continue the chain. So let me read out this amazing copy that Juliana wrote. "Be a savage because you're anything but average. Carly Kloss ain't got nothing on this girl boss. Strut through that office like it's your runway. But you don't need me to tell you that. Killing it. Do your thing because it's yours. take risks, break hearts, make money, shake it off. These are your words to live by. And so it's just a nice sentiment where you get a card and read it and just feel appreciated and loved. And we thought this would be amazing just to spread the love and the support through just something as sentiment as a card. And thank you again to the media team. I'm not sure if they're watching or if they'll rewatch this again, but yeah, thank you guys so much for presenting such an amazing media strategy. They did so much research on it. So I just want to applaud Lisa and everyone in the media analytics team for just doing an amazing job. And we need to keep this going. Really just, this is what agency life is like. You're presented a strategy, not like in just creative itself. We just think of insights and work off of that. But this is like pure research, like numbers. All right, guys, so this is all the work that I've done in P3. It's kind of crazy. This is the last thing I have to do for a junior year. So it's kind of like emotional almost. And yeah, just looking like just building a website and just like learning how to do Photoshop. Like in P1, I definitely did not know how to do Photoshop. And there's some people that I know that are struggling in P1 with Photoshop, but trust me, guys, these hours and days and partnerships and effort, it's all going to pay off. And I'm just really thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful for the professors, Sean, Ryan, Rowe. They're all amazing. They put their real heart and soul into this, and anyone who's in the program deserves to be in the program. I'm so lucky that I still get to have this opportunity to work, and I have a whole nother year to also be in P4. And just to go in with some logistical stuff, if any of you want to contact me on my About Me page, I have my email and cell phone number right there. If you want to call me or hit me up, FaceTime me. I'm honestly 24/7 hotline. If you need help or anything, you can hit me up. I have my social links there. Again, I will have pre-Bree Trans Dads GoFundMe on my Instagram. Seriously, guys, please go share, read, donate, do what you can. I mean, we just really all have each other, and then just supporting each other, right? Like Spanx, we got to support each other. Yeah, and if you want to have a little bit more FaceTime with me, you can also go to my Calendly/Minji Joo and schedule a meeting. I'm like stuttering now that I'm like, oh, it's over. 30-minute meeting. And yeah, please go watch other people's live streams. They will greatly, greatly appreciate it. Hi, Steven. Thank you so much. I am loving the comments, guys, and this enthusiasm. This is so amazing. Again, just go for people who are in creative, thank your leadership team, thank yourself for just being a part of this whole experience and make this as amazing as it is. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in into my work, into just interacting with you guys. This is really fun. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all so much. And please go watch the other headliners today. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.